What's up, my X-Crafting friends? Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to talk a little bit today about tools and my current setup. So I'm going to take the camera here in just a moment. I'm going to show you a few things. Now, I've been working this morning mainly, and as you see, I still don't have the cover on the tent. And that is because I'm really trying to wait on some parts to come in. I did order some extra joints that I want to put on. I was able to get a couple of joints from a friend of mine, the one that I got the tent from, and was able to do most of the repairs. However, I want to do something with the centerpiece running across the top to try to get it a little bit more stable before I put that top back on it, just to kind of help relieve some of the tension. So anyway, I hope you guys have been doing great. Hope you have had a wonderful time. Now, I have flipped my camera around and I'm doing it on selfie mode this time. So yeah, there's going to be maybe a few scenes that maybe looking reversed in the way that it is. That's just the way that it is set up here on the camera. But I wanted to be able to monitor what I'm doing and saying to you. But we're not going to do a whole lot today. I do have a couple of projects in mind. I may do a couple more candle holders, trying to get a stock of those up and going. But today I have worked on preparing my tools to make things a little bit easier. Now, I don't have your big workshop table saw. I'm using a Ryobi 10-inch, or I know it's pronounced Ryobi, but a Ryobi 10-inch portable table saw, kind of a job site style table saw that has the built-in legs and all that on it. And you know, it doesn't have everything set up that a regular table saw would have, such as the miter slots and things like that, to make building things like a crosscut sled easy. But I did some modifications that helped me out to build a sort of a decent, I guess you could say, crosscut sled. So you know what? Let's take a look at that right now. We'll go ahead and just flip the camera around, and I'm going to show you what I did. So basically, I have just a simple crosscut sled here. Now, I just built this, so I'm not completed with it yet. I'm going to come in here right here, and I'm going to add a little bit more to this to kind of beef it up a little bit to give me something to hold on to. And I'm going to add a few extra features to this, such as a way to, mount wood. I'm going to, make some markings on here, add me a place for a type of a stop section. And I'm not sure if I'm going to put stop on this side or on this side, or maybe one of each. I'm also going to mark out some measurements along here to make things a little bit easier. I'm going to take, and just for now, I'm just going to pull my tape measure across and add some marks on here, just some basic marks that I typically use. But I do plan to later go on here and actually add me a measuring rule across here. So let me lift this up and show you what we've done. Now, guys, again, this is a basic setup, very simple setup, and it is not the absolute best, but this is a Ryobi 10-inch portable table saw that does not have your typical miter slots that you find in most saws. So we're just going to flip this over and show you really fast. What I've done is I added a board here and a board on this side that will run, this side will run along the outside edge of the table. And see, this is the only miter slot that I have, so it's not a full miter slot. And since there is no miter slot on this side, I used a table extension, open it up, and allow that to run right through that section there. I open that up and then close it back enough to make a miter slot. And then this, of course, just rides right along here. And guys, I'm planning on, and if you have any recommendations on a wax that I could put on here that will keep this nice and smooth. It had a lot of glue and things like that on it, so I took and sanded it down. And right now I'm actually using WD-40. I spray some WD-40 on here before I start using it, and it serves the purpose. It helps to keep it running smooth. Now, I'm just going to show you a couple of more setups here, the way that I've got things going in my outdoor shop right at the moment. So again, let me flip the camera around. And here we have the Ryobi sliding miter saw here. And, this does pretty good. I wish that it does have the bevel cut set up, and I've been cutting, so it's got sawdust all over it. It does have the bevel cut. However, it only bevels to one side. I wish it would bevel both ways, but that's okay. And then of course it has the miter gauge, miter setup here. It does the job and works really well. And then I have a little um, blade runner. This is a Rockwell blade runner. Basically, it's kind of like a scroll saw, but it's not exactly a scroll saw. It's more on the line of a, I guess you would say, a table jigsaw would be the best description of it. I mean, it actually uses the jigsaw blades here. It uses the exact same jigsaw blades, and it's just basically a table saw jigsaw. But it works really well for doing some, small detail cuts, things of that nature. And that's basically my shop setup right now. Of course, it is an outdoor shop. I will, eventually get my tent back up and going. And, I'm looking at getting one of those nice, what they call portable carport garages, one that's actually covered and enclosed. I can set fans up and everything, have the walls and everything to kind of keep me out of the sunlight and, nice and set up. Of course, I want to get some ventilation going in it as well. I've seen a couple. Amazon's got a couple of the enclosed ones. However, those things run like $500, which I know is better than building a shop, better than building a garage, but I don't have those funds right now. So, yeah, I'm looking at some options. Harbor Freight has the regular, like open style portable garages or carports, rather. I'm not sure if you can see the one behind me at my neighbor's house. He has one over there. I'm not sure if that's showing up on camera or not. But he has one. Those run around $150, $160 right now for I think they're 12 by 20 size or 16 by 20. I'm not sure exactly. I'd have to go back and look at it. It just does not come with the sides. However, I can add sides to it without any issues simply by putting tarp sides on it, something like that. So that's something I can look at as an option. But right now we're going to work with this tent. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I still got to do some little repairs. Right now, this is holding up pretty good. Everything is looking good. As you saw my short, if you watched the short that I did yesterday, it's got some Southern ingenuity that was done, using some duct tape, some PVC, some spare parts, some little blocks of wood, and yeah, a whole lot of Southern ingenuity to get it repaired, but I want to do a little bit more to it as I move along. So, but anyway, I just wanted to give you a quick little tour of my, I guess you could say, mobile workshop, outdoor workshop. Yeah, let's get these videos going, get this channel growing, and build it up today by subscribing. If you have not done it, go right now and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like this video. Go back and watch some of my past videos as well. I have the spray paint art that I've done. There's some past videos where I was doing some wood turning, and I do hope to do that again in the near future. Trying to get things set up and get to where, I have my little shop over here, nowhere near big enough to put tools in and work out of, but I'm trying to get it to where I can have ease access of pulling my tools out and setting them up ready to go and moving. I'm just trying to get things, working in that nature where it's an easy from there to here, open them up, set them up, ready to go, get a layout as to how I want it to go so that when I set up my tools, it is a pretty smooth operation, getting things rolling and ready to roll with the workforce. I do have some plans. I'm looking at doing possibly a couple more of my candle holders, the designs that I did. I don't know if I'm going to do the tiered candle holders or if I'm going to do some more of the carved candle holders. It's just some options I'm looking at. I'm hoping to get a router in the very near future. It's nothing fancy, but I am hoping to get a router in the very near future that I can use to do a little bit more detail work on the edges of my boards. And I've looked at some things. I'm going to pull out my old bandsaw and work on it a little bit more. I tried working with it last year, could not get that thing going. It just kept messing up. Can't find the exact blade for it. It is a very old bandsaw. Bought it probably 15 years ago or more. Really probably closer to 20 years ago, because I bought it when shortly after we first moved here to where we're at now, and that's been 21 years. Um, yeah, so I don't know. I'll try. I may pull it out this weekend, weather permitting. We got a heat wave here in the southeast. They have us under a heat advisory for this weekend. So, yeah, I don't know. We shall see what I'm going to do with that. I may, or it may be next week when I work with it a little bit. I'm hoping that I might can get it working. So I'm going to do what I can to get things going. So again, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like this video. Go back and watch some of the past videos. Like those, share my videos, and be sure to share this channel with your friends. Let's get it growing and let's get it going so that we can bring the X-Crafter up and running. And be sure to check out my Facebook page. I'll put a link to that in the description so that you can check out my Facebook page. Go there as well. And I'm going to be uploading some pictures very soon to that. I'm going to check out my website. I had a website going. I got to check it, make sure everything is ready to go. I haven't updated it in a while. I need to make sure that it is still active. I can't remember if I did a 2-year plan or a 4-year plan. I looked at both, so I'm not really sure if it's still up and running or not. I will double check that and get back to you guys and let you know. So I hope you guys are having a great day so far. Today is Friday, June the 30th. Today the 30th? Yes, Friday, June the 30th. The last day of the month, about to move into July. If I don't get to upload another video before then, I hope you guys have a wonderful 4th of July. If you decide to do any fireworks, please be safe and have fun while you're doing it. As always, here on the X-Crafter, we like to say, stay crafty. And of course, have fun with what you're doing.